From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 29, Lance. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Niners at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They started on the ground with Eckler. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Herbert now. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Andy Isabella with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. So they'll bring it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 45 on second down, Garoppolo. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. Touchdown! Andy Isabella with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers force the turnover They'll take over at their own 27. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is a counter play, Eckler, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Flush to his right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Again, Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. On 4th down, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Andy Isabella on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Off left tackle, it's McCaffrey. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
21. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. In motion right comes Allen. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert buying time to his left. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. You've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Allen, the man in motion right. On 2nd and goal. Herbert steps away. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. In motion left goes Allen. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Out to his left. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, Justin Herbert escaping the pressure right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett from 21 yards away. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have taken it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So now the Chargers are going to bring the offense back out to go for two here. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And the 49er hands team does its job.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Being chased out left.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. On play action, now Garoppolo. Rolling to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the 49ers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Gold with the extra point, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert steps away to his left. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Drive starts with a give to Mitchell.
And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 55 yards.
And the Niners get a bit closer.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
11. 1, Omaha.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. And the
the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
21.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And now here is another interception.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
11.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Dancing to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Well, I wish his staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Oh, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
We got 4. White. 22's coming.
Garoppolo. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Like 22, he's coming. 22. 11. Check tight, check tight.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they will take a knee here. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. And they take a knee. They snap it to Herbert. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in two-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Chargers, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on